For us to survive is we need to act of warrior. Otherwise we become nothing and no one. This is the world. The evils and the heroes are here.
A warrior has or feels the obligation, if something is out of balance out there, I'm gonna fix it.
The people who are never practicing martial arts, they still can fight. That moment, just that believe it, confidence.
Today, we talk about the history and philosophies of the warrior monks. And we also get to sit down with a modern day warrior monk. Today's video, as always, is powered by Huel. I'm drinking Black Edition today, which has 35 grams of protein, 26 vitamins and minerals, and is just absolutely delicious. If you want to find out more about Huel, head to the link down below. They make all of this possible. I'll talk about them a little bit later on in the video. But before that, the philosophies, the art, the mentality of the warrior monk. Let's dive into it.
Do you have any thought on, a lot of people use the terminology for yourself, like warrior monk. Do you feel that that's the case, with, being in the SAS and following the spiritual side? Is that something that you sort of embody and take on board, or?
You know what? It's the warrior monk is actually, I didn't choose it. It's very interesting.
I thought that was the case, yeah.
Because obviously, I've been very fortunate with I've been fortunate enough to serve again best friend. I'm still, my friend who I was actually texting 2 days before. He's the head of the UK selection in SF, and I was just so fortunate, over my career. Without they giving me an opportunity, who truly I am, I wouldn't able to full-fledged human being. I think being a Nepalese boy, spiritually driven, but also Gorkha blood, and being Gorkhas, being the UKSF is truly who I am, and it's my milestone of realization, act of service, and giving back. I think without my true comrades, who is in especially my majority time in regiment, give me that opportunity, and without they allow me to welcome me and show me the path, and truly who we are is their reflection. Who I am is their reflection. It's not me, and that reflection is we almost forget where is that come from. That's why I said when the British SAS give the life, I feel it's for me. Then it's the question of my own realization. Am I actually living my own life, or am I living someone else's life? Then if the death is so imminent and permanent, what this limited time, what I need to focus then, what I can share with this lesson, how can we change the way of generation to come to protect and to sustain longer as a true, warrior and true warrior monk. I think that's why I said we need to survive here. We need to fight, regardless of who we are and what we have. Doesn't really matter if you are dead, isn't it? So we need to survive. For us to survive is we need to act of warrior. Otherwise we become nothing and no one. This is the world. The evils and the heroes are here, but we need to fight whatever we believe, the country that saving our life and generation to come, to protect. Then once you protect them, once everyone is safe, then we need to evolve through, with the wisdom, with the knowledge, but with the true human way. I think that's why I think to having that combination of the warrior to fight, to will, and sustain as truly as human way is so important. Because imagine you just have one mind, and that's why we often goes, sometimes we often goes to the dark side, because we don't have a time to reflect, time to realize, and time to learn from the wisdom people has done for you, the ancestor has done for us, the country, the people, and then we have, that's where the thinking, in a way, is meditation. That's where the monk part. And actually, is a couple of my friends, we were talking, and because I said initially when I left in 2022, I said like, oh, I'm gratitude and grateful of what I did, but I think I truly believe, I think I need to share this ancient wisdom, what helped me who I am. Without this ancient wisdom and truly my Eastern philosophy, I wouldn't be able to live today. I would have been something else. And I said to my friends, I was like, oh, I think I need to, I am happy to teach about, mindful and meditation and, the singing ball and breath work. And they're like, oh, Chris, why are you talking? And I said, and then they were actually, once we start doing, they were like, actually, Chris, bloody hell, it makes sense, why you are who you are. And I think maybe the people need to hear this story, and no one has done with your background, and then what you're doing is very unique. And then also all my, sharing the ancient wisdom is through my own experience, one of the experience I had was in the Iraq, and in wartime. Obviously, we weren't going through the building. Anyway, mission was mission to achieve the mission. But when we going inside, we thought there would be just 5 or 6, bad guys. But actually, there is 20 of them. Then what we did, my commander was said is like, Chris, it's beyond what we thought. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna, call the missile, which is like air missile, and it's like, can you look into this one? And I was, anyway, yeah, as something has to done, it is protect our comrades, our community, and our country, that people are doing the supplying the weapon ammunition for other people. This is the reason we are there. And we, in this modern world, they got all these gadgets, like you just tap in the rigs and you can see where the missile coming. You can tap, just push, put the grid, everything, all this AI, and we kind of, mission achieved and everything perfectly fine. And I come back, then I did meditation, then I did reflex. Then what I think is, here come the most scientific AI driven, the missile is from apparently flying from thousands of miles away. Can't hear, can't see, but you are on the ground. This is me, boy born in Nepal, with no education, no understanding of anything. Then I have the power to destroy the humanity, or then I have the power to, act on only through my conscious being. Yeah. So regardless, I think the importance of the conscious human being, the importance of the evolved human being, truly come from human, a person. And then I did what is right, is only come from conscious mind. And I did the mission I happily done, which is the true thing to do. But what I mean is, if myself wasn't evolved in a true conscious manner, I would have destroyed the other people. I would have destroyed other life, which is no need to do. I think that's what the importance of the conscious evolve. Even at this day now, scientists are conscious. In order to evolve the modern AI in a more specific human-driven conscious AI, we need the conscious evolved human being. If they invented the thing which is not human, they invent something which is, I believe, then I invent something which I'm not truly evolved person, then that's not going to be the truly evolved being. So what I mean is, the reflection was, for us to make a right call, for us to make a right who is going to live, who's going to die, who's going to do the right mission in a right versatile way. Understanding situation has to come from the true being. And only true being can be observed and can be detained information through the meditation, through understanding the love, compassion, and through who truly we are. Then we shall and we will and we could make a true call on the ground.
If you lead a busy life like me and millions of other people around the world, you might be struggling to get your nutrition in. That's where this stuff comes in, absolutely clutch. If health was easy, everyone would be doing it. But she'll make it that easy. You scoop, you shake, and you go, and you get 26 vitamins and minerals, and every single ingredient inside this and all of Hugh's other products has been expertly tested by their team to make sure you're getting exactly what you need. And if I'm really in a pinch for time, I'll grab their ready to drink, which has 35 grams of protein, 26 vitamins and minerals, and tastes delicious. Don't just take my word for it though. People like Idris Elba, Diver CEO Stephen Bartlett, and hardest geezer who ran the entire length of Africa use this as part of their daily routine. So if you want to find out more, go to the link down below. You can get exclusive offers, like if you sign up to their subscription service, you get 10% off all future orders, and if it's your first time ordering, you get a free shaker and t-shirt. It's also now available in major retailers in the UK and the US. What are you waiting for? Go get it.
The idea of the warrior monk, the sort of aggressive warrior on one side and then the peaceful philosopher on the other side. What's the reason for having both?
The reason for both, the Shaolin Temple started like that. Back to the history. But Shaolin Temple was born 1,500 years ago, 495. That time, founded by Indian monk, Bato. Bato taught Shaolin Buddhism, taught Shaolin, Shao means small, little narrow, strict philosophy. That's why his philosophy didn't success. Couldn't help Chinese people, couldn't help the monks that time. Yeah, just simply can't can help the monks that time, the Chinese people. When the other Indian monk, Damo, back to 527, come to Shaolin Temple. He didn't directly went to Shaolin Temple. He went to the cave behind the Shaolin Temple. The cave, little step, little area. He began to sit, to meditate. 9 years. 9 years that he had been, invited to the monk, to the monastery, to the Shaolin Temple. At that time, didn't call Shaolin Temple, called Bato Si. Later on changed to Pilu Si, different names. Yeah. And then he saw the monks sitting meditation. Oh my God. Oh, my back, my knee, my joints pain. That's what he created. He created or he developed. Yeah, his knowledge. First, 18 Lohan palms. 18 Lohan palms. Second, 五行拳. Yeah, dragon style, tiger. Yeah, yeah. 龙虎豹鹤是 leopard. Yeah. 鹤 crane. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And snake. And also third, 易筋经 means muscle and the tendon change suture. Even people talking these days, they try to understand what I said. Some people talking about Shaolin Temple 易筋经. 经 means 经典, means suture. 易筋 muscle and tendon change suture. This third. First, 洗髓经 mirror inside the bones, mirror wash suture. Damo created four different exercises or sutures to the Shaolin Temple monks that time. Yeah. Help the Shaolin Temple monks physically. Feel good. Start exercise, feel good. Yeah. Yeah. Also, he taught Chan philosophy. 大乘, that time called 大乘 Buddhism. 大 means big vehicle, big philosophy. Yeah, yeah. Don't care about the little things. You know what I mean? Oh, people say something. Oh, your ear one side bigger. Your nose not in the center. It's okay. Don't bother. You know what I mean? The little thing, don't care about it. Yeah. Oh, cannot eat meat. Eat. If good for you, good for other people, gotta eat. You want to drink some vino, wine, go ahead, drink it. Yeah. Understand yourself. Respect yourself. Understand what you're doing. What do you do? It's okay. Yeah. That's why 大乘 Buddhism. Don't care little things. When you care little things too much, you make your life so heavy. Yeah. You carry so many things on your shoulder. Hold on to so much in the stomach, in the heart. Make yourself like this. You cannot stand tall. Uncomfortable. You have no oxygen. You cannot breathing normal. Too heavy. Yeah. Understand life is so precious. Life and so short. Things we don't need it. Yeah. Cut them off. We don't want to welcome them in our lives. Put them in a toilet. Flush it.
I hope you really enjoyed that lesson. For me, the idea of the warrior monk is something that we can apply to our everyday life, the philosophies, but then also being able to take action. This next lesson is really, really powerful.
I think one thing that sticks out, and I think it will stick out to our viewers, is the Shaolin warrior. Is that something that can be applied to our normal life? Like somebody who's not practicing in a Shaolin temple, like, can that Shaolin warrior sort of mindset and mentality be used?
We can try in the beginning to remove ourselves a little bit from the wording, because I think everybody who hears the word warrior, he will already have something in the mind what he is considering a warrior to be. But let's take another example that I think many people nowadays are somehow looking up to. We can take any successful person nowadays. So I think everybody can find someone who is successful in something. I don't think that this person reached his success or reached his position where he is at the moment without having some guiding principles in his lifetime. And one of them certainly is structure. So that means any successful person nowadays, I don't think he reached that point by just doing what he wants during the day. Maybe right now he's in the position that he can do what he wants, but how he got there is not by doing what he wanted. He put himself a structure, he put himself a guideline, and no matter how he felt during that day, this was the code, this was the mission, and this is what he kept. If you feel tired or not, yeah, if you are in the mood to do it or not, you had your structure and you kept it. So that also means at the same time, some people have the structure, it's written down, but then they still say, oh, okay, but yesterday I actually really worked hard enough. I think today I can really allow myself to rest. Okay, for some people it's working, but other people are still having this willpower and that discipline that say, it's a 1 week plan, the week is not over yet, so we still keep going. And this is also a topic that you can compare now. So what does this structure, so what do you want to say with that? Even so that we're in the 21st century and the possibilities of doing and exploring this world are so huge, it doesn't mean that you should freely do what you want at all times. This is not the way of how in the monastery, in the Shaolin temple, we are regarding it as a healthy way of growing. And that means Here, when you're in the temple, we simply have a schedule. The schedule is 6 o'clock is the working time, 6 a.m. starts the day. First of all, we take care of our animals. Afterwards, at 7 o'clock, we are preparing food for ourselves. At 8 o'clock, we are having the morning meditation. At 9 o'clock until 11 o'clock, we have the first training session. 11 o'clock until 1 o'clock is the working time for the monastery. Then 1 o'clock is lunch. Afterwards, it's a short break time until 3 o'clock. From 3 until 5 o'clock, it's another training session. Then follows 5 until 6, 1 hour of working time again. 6 o'clock dinner. 7 until 9, evening training. 9 o'clock is the evening ceremony. And this is how the day ends. 6 days a week. That means inside this daily structure, number one, there is no place for your own wishes, what you would like to do. So that means on the one side, yeah, but how come you are living, we are living right now in the 21st century, and the way how you are describing right now, this way of life, it really sounds like a prison to me. Because you have no freedom of expressing what you want. Yes, it's correct like this. Because just imagine for a moment you would live a life based on what you want. Then it would look like this. Yesterday evening, because we went out with our friends and stayed awake until 2 o'clock in the morning. Even if today at 7 o'clock I have to be at work, but I don't feel like being at work because I drank too much. So, okay, so I'm just gonna rest at home, and who cares about my obligations at work? He needs to find a way, he can search for another person. So then you wake up, and because you're hungry, you directly run to the fridge. At 9 o'clock, open the fridge. Okay, nothing is in there. So first of all, order a pizza at 10 o'clock in the morning again. Then because the pizza, you didn't finish everything, at 1 o'clock you're hungry again. So you run to the fridge and just grab something out of there. Yeah. In the monastery, there are strict eating times. If you're hungry in between, you wait. You don't run every time to the fridge when you feel like running to the fridge. So, but now let's go extend it. Actually, you are in a relationship, but then you go with your friends into the city, and it's a very nice weather, and there are many other beautiful people running around in the city. And because you think, oh, I'm in a free world, we're in the 21st century, I can do what I want. Well, and this is why you're cheating on your partner. And maybe you can feel already in which direction this is going. We don't think the human is going to develop in a proper direction when he is just following what he thinks he wants to do. This is not the type of freedom that is helpful for yourself, and it's also not helpful for the people that are afterwards dealing with you. Because this type of freedom, you think it's the freedom of the mind. You think that everything the mind tells you, I need to follow. That means freedom. No, for us it's the other way around. To learn and not follow what the mind tells you. This is the first step towards freedom. Because during the 24-hour day, your mind tells you so many different things. Your mind tells you, you should do this right now. Yes, you just had an argument with another person. The mind tells you, hey, don't take the words just like this. He just insulted me. I need to insult him back. Yeah, I need to show him who the boss is. Yeah, or anything like this. The mind gives you during the day so many different instructions. But not all these instructions are helpful. Because these are instructions which came from conditioning of the past. They come from how you were conditioned by your parents, conditioned by the teachers, conditioned by the government, conditioned by the politics, conditioned by the advertisement, conditioned by everything that nowadays has an impact on the way how we see the world. And to sometimes take a step back, and this is why it's called take a retreat. Retreat from yourself. Go back into observation mode. Yeah, stay calm. And just observe. So this time, we really want to be passive and be in the observation mode. Because this observation mode now really gives you the insight of where are you standing at this point of time in this life. When you are involved in doing, involved in activity, involved in creation, it's very hard to see where you're standing. And once again, and this is the way where we say both of these aspects we need. To learn and really be able to observe yourself, but at the same time, when you have set yourself a goal, when you set yourself a mission, to have the vitality, to have the power, to have the mindset, to have the determination, yeah, to have the willpower, just as we know them from the Shaolin warrior monks today. And it's not just in our tradition where I am coming from right now. These were the idols that I grew up with. But maybe if you would talk to another person which maybe has his descendants coming from Japan, maybe he would take the Japanese samurai as an example of the warrior codex. Maybe you go to the United States, I don't know, maybe over there you can take the Navy SEALs as an elite special force, which is also expressing a very powerful mindset in many different ways. So different cultural traditions had different idols, different type of powerful spirits that you can look up to. And from where I come from, these were the warrior monks.
I hope you're enjoying the episode so far. We are coming to the end of the year, and as you guys prepare to structure for 2025, the Mulligan brothers have their yearly offer on the Not a Journal and the Momentum Worry posters, a poster that shows you how long you've been alive and potentially how long you have left. It's an interactive poster that absolutely changed my mentality around time and living. And also the Not a Journal, the best success journal there is out there. I absolutely love this. I designed this maybe like 10 years ago now to build everything that we do. And it was sort of this simple guide that helped me. So if you want to get these, then now buy one, get one free with code 2025 at checkout. And that's across everything actually store-wide. So get ready for the end of the year. They make great gifts. Thank you for supporting us and watching these videos. Let's dive back into the episode.
Around COVID time, everything was shut down, and I think there's a story of you walking the streets and you received hate, like from a random stranger. How did that affect you at the time? But also, how do you deal with, people saying negative things towards you? Like, how did you deal with it at the time?
I walk on the street a couple times. Also, she with me too. Said, "Look, what did you just say?" I straightforward ask them. The guy is wrong with like, I said, "Come on. That virus, not from China, not from UK, not from United States, just humanity. The problem come out just like that. In the past, when SARS, Ebola, different times. You know what I mean? I let them understand that we're human. Whatever you look like a black and white, Latino, Asian, it's okay. We're human. Should respect each other. Instead, why you against each other? Or Chinese virus. And stop doing that. You know what I mean? It's a virus, just a virus. You know what I mean? I said, say it one more time. Let me hear it. Somebody has to stay strong. Somebody has to stop them to disrespect themselves. Somebody has to stop them to disrespect others. Let them realize how to respect others. That's why a couple times I said, say it one more time, let me hear it. Yeah. The martial arts. You use martial arts to help yourself to healthy, physical, healthy, mental, healthy spirit, and to help others too. And stand tall and ask them back. Let them say it one more time. It's to help them. It's not like use martial arts to against them, and to help them to change that moment, to be good people, to be good person, respect yourself.
So that's the point I wanted to ask, is the warrior side of it. You've got the philosophy, the good, the understanding about spreading love and peace, but then it's almost enforced by this warrior side. And like you say, say it one more time, see what happens. Say I dare you, yeah.
Yeah, let me hear.
And just being able to pose that question, it wouldn't work if you didn't practice the martial arts. You wouldn't have that confidence to be able to say that to somebody if you knew that you weren't a physical threat to that person.
It all depends. First, you practice martial arts doesn't mean you can fight. That's different questions. A lot of people still confused. In the 21st century, a lot of people still confused. Oh, I know some martial arts. Oh, I can fight. No. Like Miss Lee, Bruce Lee said, looks good, doesn't work. It's not that simple, but it takes time to explain, to build it. Yeah. You practice martial arts, of course, you have better reflex. You have the harmonies. You have skills. That doesn't count when you fight. In the real situation, you have to defend yourself. You have to defend other people. The people never practice martial arts. The people who are never practice martial arts, they still can fight. That moment, just that believe it, confidence. Yeah, you have to do it. You have to do it.
How much for you then? How important is it for everybody to have some kind of physical capability? For me to be able to inflict physical pain on somebody else, or to be able to defend myself or attack somebody, is that important, or is it not relevant?
It's very relevant. It's important. You stand tall. That moment you help them. That's what live life with purpose. That's where spreading peace, love, respect, the courage. That's the moment you should catch it. Like now we're doing it. This opportunity, we made it. We grabbed it. We made it. That's why we're face each other. You ask a question, I answer a question. You know what I mean? I respond to your question. Making the opportunities, grab the opportunity to spread the peace, love, and courage, and to make people become better people. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Martial arts, don't know martial arts. You have loving heart. You have very strong spirit. You believe it. Good is good. That means good. To be good people. And respect others, love others. Do good things. That's good people.
The teachings to have a strong body. We talk about, mental strength and the mind quite a lot. But I think when we focus on that, we overlook the physical body. And we're talking about strength training and things like that prior to this interview. And how important is it to have a physically capable body?
In the recent times, for example, when I looked at different interviews, there's one word which starts to, maybe it seems like it, but it pops up more often, which is the warrior. Yeah, it pops up a little bit, quite often. And of course, you can be a mental warrior, meaning you're always strict, you're always strong in the mind, you keep going. Yes, of course, this is something that you need. But at the same time, taking it a little bit more literal, a little bit more martial, it also means a warrior that you at the same time have the physical abilities to interfere. A warrior is sent. A warrior has or feels the obligation. If something is out of balance out there, I'm going to fix it. Or you try. And if you try and you fail, you try harder next time. But you don't give up on that statement that you're giving to yourself. So, and in that sense, and especially that the Shaolin warriors are embedded in the field of martial arts, the full picture is you need to have a capable body. But if I would express it like this too often, maybe there will be a group of people that say, yeah, but I can't anymore because of this, and this issue. So how can I still participate in the Shaolin teachings? You can, of course. That's what I'm telling this the whole time. That it's not about this martial aspect. But if you want to have a glimpse into how in the past Shaolin warriors were living, why they were called like this, it's possible to find it out. And that means you are using methods to bring something out of the body that the average person does not have. It's not only that you're physically able. It is something very strange. It is something that inside of you, you access something different in you. There is a famous saying which is called Gui Shou Fo Shin. Demon's hand, Buddha heart. It's an old Shaolin saying. Develop the demon hand while at the same time maintain the Buddha's heart. Demon and Buddha, you might say they are both very two different sides. Yeah, you need both. You need both. Demon hand, demon heart, no good. Then you are going to become a threat for this world. Demon hand, Buddha heart, well, to be able to access something and then decide upon your heart whether to use it or not. I think this is what we're looking for. Yeah, and the physical abilities is important, of course, but there's more to it.